Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. STREETZ 1-0, Volume 3, more or less. Try to do some catching up. I know I ain't posted in a couple days. A lot going on. But I pretty much wanna dive into like the chitter chatter about rap music, Lloyd Banks, the Boy Wonder, Punchline King, and the DIPSET smoke. Jim Jones and George Santana saying they want Banks in a versus battle. And to me, like, me being a fan, I'm a G Unit fan, and like, I like lyricists, you know what I mean? I like East Coast rap, me personally, just due to the fact, bars, lyrics, you know what I mean? And I feel like Banks is top 5. Phenomenal punchline delivery. He got hits, and questionably, one of the greatest MCs. Period. Now, as far as Jim Jones saying that he'll smoke Banks in the verses is laughable, it's blasphemy, and it's disrespectful. And I fuck with Dipset, but he needed to pick somebody else to get that smoke with, because Banks would got down, mop the floor with him and Jules combined. Both of them together. If you want to be technical, Jim Jones or Jules ain't fucking with Banks. Like, it's disrespectful to me. And I know to true rap fans, they'll say the same goddamn thing. Now, to me, all it is a publicity stunt for Jones to sell his album, which is real to me. If you talented and you built like that, you don't need none of that. You know what I mean? Make your money and stop the foolishness. Now, it's one thing to call the man out for the culture, you know what I mean? But don't sit here and say you're going to wipe the floor with him. Like, Jim Jones not even built like that lyrical. Like, even though he's evolved as a rap star, you know what I mean, over the years, he came a long way rapping. If he write his own rhymes, I don't know. But he is lit right now. And pretty much when a lot of the East Coast rap was quiet over the last 5-6 years, Jones pretty much been going in. So I give him that, you know what I mean? He been keeping it lit with the Vampire label, and he been doing his thing, you know what I mean? But as far as goddamn trying to take anything away from Banks, or to say you're goddamn smoking in a versus battle, is just ludicrous, you know what I mean? And Banks got hits too. Like, Banks got hits. Banks got plenty of hits. Like, it's crazy. And he just dropped the album that did numbers. So I'm confused as far as Jim Jones saying that G Unit haven't dropped nothing and they ain't lit. Banks have. And you can say that about 50 and Yayo and all that. You know what I mean, 50 making power moves with other shit, but I would like to see a G Unit versus Dipset versus battle as a whole. I feel like that'll be good. That'll be Gucci for the culture, and it'll be magnificent. Like, both labels, both groups had great runs. I think G Unit more due to 50 make he the X factor. But Dipset got hits too, you know what I mean? Cameron, they got a lot of hits. And like, the DIPSET and the D Block versus was Gucci. I think they got a lot of people back on East Coast rap because it's been dormant for a minute. Like the South been doing their shit, and other places blowing up, and it brought back. You know what I mean? It felt like it came back full circle as far as where it all started at and originated at, and that's the East. You know what I mean? So it was good for the culture. I feel like, and we need that type of shit right now. You know what I mean? With so much going on, music is a remedy for the soul. You know what I mean? It gets you, if you're going through shit, music can help you balance your life out, all that shit. We need that. We need good music and not that mumbo gumbo rap. Like, I don't even listen to half of today's rappers. Like, I'm old school, East Coast. I fuck with a little bit of down south. You know what I mean? Like, Wayne. Who else down south? I was rocking with T.I. a little bit. Wayne. I fuck with Moneybagg Yo. I fuck with him. His wordplay. He got a slick mouth. And I got a slick mouth. So, and I'm big on wordplay and lyrics. You know what I mean? Moneybagg Yo is fire right now. The Baby. So many I just can't think off top. But the South do got some artists down there with some fire. But it all boils down to like East Coast. To me, East Coast. Everything got to go back to where it originated from. And versus, whoever came up with versus, that was a power move. That was a headshot. And it's good for business and it's good for the culture. Now, G-Unit versus DIPSET, y'all should make that happen ASAP. Now, as far as individually, I don't want to see that because Banks going to embarrass both of them, Jules Santana and Jim Jones. To me, even though they got hits, Banks got more. You know what I mean? Like I can go off 10, and I'm not even gonna throw in the mixtapes like the Victory Freestyle. The Victory Freestyle is sort of like Jadakiss Who Shot You Freestyle. That would be a headshot. It ain't no coming back from that. That's basically a ether to DIPSET. Like, how you gonna get around the Victory Freestyle? Like, oh my God. That's just oh man. Like, Banks is a problem. I put him up there with Machiavelli and Big Pun. Big Pun status. And Big Pun was a lyricist. I put him in that top 5 with Jadakiss. You know what I mean? Like, and Cassidy taking shots at Banks, like, stop. Cassidy, you're not fucking with him either. Right now, I don't see nobody right now fucking with Banks. Lyrically, no. He's on a whole nother level. Back then, he was a problem, and now he just even worse. So, I don't see it. Unless he got some unreleased shit that we ain't heard, Jones, then he not fucking with him. Not one-on-one. I feel like they have a better chance as a cohesive whole DIPSET than to try to battle individually, because that won't be a goddamn no. That's laughable. So a G-Unit versus DIPSET battle, what y'all think? Versus Swiss Beats, y'all need to make that happen. That's good for the culture. Streets want to know, you heard it here first. Snub Nose Gambino, aka Wise Gambino Stone. You know the vibes already. You know what I mean? Top of the top. Yeah, make that happen. Yeah, with the music, like, music is like salvation. You know, they say it's a saying that black people only got three ways to make it in this life, and that's sports, drugs, and entertainment. Which is frivolous to me because we can do anything we put our mind to, you know what I mean? Anything. Whatever it is. We just gotta stay focused and go after it, you know what I mean? Drive, that passion. Like the original people, is nothing we can't do as a whole or individually. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, but music is definitely a tool for people to get out of their situation, but to uplift people. You know what I mean? That's why Pac and Biggie was assassinated, because they voices, they music got people in an uproar. And when you get to a certain status as a musician or as an artist, Babylon structure look at you as a threat. You know what I mean? So that's why all those things came to fruition. But I ain't trying to get all sidetracked. It just, a thought came to me about all this shit that's going on as far as with RICO cases against rap artists, using their lyrics against them. And to me, it's like, it's another entrapment tool for Babylon to basically quiet the artist down, you know what I mean? Try to make an example out of them and try to use what they good at against them. That's typical Babylon shit. You made a successful career from rapping. What you're goddamn making music about, it's your life, you know what I mean? But 25 years ago, when people was rapping, they didn't use their music against them. And people didn't even believe half the shit motherfuckers were rapping about. So, yeah, like, it's crazy to me, because if you think about it, like, Pop, ain't nobody really question his truth in his lyrics. See what I'm saying? Like, Pop was a great storyteller. His delivery, his passion, you can feel the trillness with him. You didn't get those same vibes with Biggie. Even though Biggie was phenomenal lyrically, like, people didn't use rappers' music against them and what they were saying. Basically, you storytelling. Any rapper that raps is telling stories. So for the government to use that shit to build goddamn RICO cases is absurd to me, and it's out of order. It need to stop. They need to pass a law or bill stopping that. Matter of fact, I think New York has came up with a bill to prevent Babylon from using that shit against rappers, their own music against them. And me personally, being that I know a little bit about the law, and I feel like myself, I'm a legal guru in certain aspects of the law, you should have the First Amendment to say what the fuck you want to say without it coming back to bite you in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, you can associate with anybody you want. This is a constitution. And if it's in the Constitution, that's your God-given right. And that's your right to do that. So what Babylon is doing, like, they trying to override the laws of the land, which is the Supreme Court. Like, the Supreme Court is the highest law and authority of the United States, period. So if you have the First Amendment right, freedom of speech, freedom of association. How is the RICO cases lawful? They not. Because my argument would be, it's just entertainment. It's just my music. And it would be hypothetical if I make a song saying I shot somebody. I'm basically telling a story, whether it's true or false. You know what I mean? That's hearsay. Like, it's bullshit. So again, like, another tool by Babylon to hurt our people. Like, it's sad, but we need to wake up and just smarten up, sharpen our sword mentally, and move better. For real. And that goes for all rap artists and people that's thinking about being a rapper. Just know there's a possibility if you in that lifestyle or in that life, as far as drill rapping or whatever, they're gonna be targeting you. And it's crazy. You can't make music. You can't make music without repercussions. Like, it wasn't like this before. So that's how I know it's bullshit. Because at the height of the East Coast, West Coast beef, they weren't doing this shit. Why they didn't do it in 96 through 99? When shit was at its all-time high, as far as hip-hop. Now, the gang culture, so they viewing it as the gang culture. Basically, it's a war on gangs, you know what I mean? Through the music. So, that's how I look at it and analyze it. Tell me how y'all feel about that. The war on gangs through music, and basically make an example out of top rap artists. And it's crazy. It's out of order. Shit needs to stop. And we just gotta move better as a people. Rap, whatever you do, you know what I mean? Just keep your head on the swivel and move right. Move righteously and right and exact. You know what I mean? You don't have nothing to worry about. But this STREETZ Wanna Know Volume 3 had to add on because I ain't been on in a couple of days, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to elaborate on that DIPSET, Jim Jones blasphemy about banks. It's crazy. Tell me what y'all think about that. STREETZ Wanna Know, you heard it here first. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be here from time to time, dropping them bombs on everything from sports, music, entertainment, whatever, politics, whatever's going on. I'm gonna try to drop my shine on it and elaborate. But once again, peace and blessings to man, woman, and child. It's your boy Wise Gambino Stone signing off. Peace.